On Oscar night, Hollywood honours its own, and in truth it must be said that it usually means non-American films and actors can be nominated, but find it difficult to win. Indeed, before the Academy Awards ceremony, some North American newspaper film critics proclaimed My Left Foot as Best Film, Daniel Day-Lewis Best Actor, and Brenda Fricker Best Supporting Actress. But they went on to say that they wouldn't win because they weren't American. But that's not the way it happened. Day-Lewis and Fricker beat off all the competition, and My Left Foot lost out on Best Film by what we know now is one of the narrowest of margins, just 7 votes. On the night, there were only 3 standing ovations for the special award to a Japanese director and to Daniel Day-Lewis and Brenda Fricker. It was the night Oscar turned green in tribute to an Irish film and the life of Christy Brown. The special report from Los Angeles by Colin Connolly.
They've had 62 years to get it right, the film industry saying to itself, well done, but in a stage whisper that booms across continents to more than 90 countries around the world. The creed is, if you've got it, flaunt it, baby. And they know they've got it. In the days before the ceremony, police leave is cancelled and sheriff's deputies from outside the city of Los Angeles are drafted in to guard the community's most precious commodities. This is the time when the stars are most vulnerable. Shortage of space means leaving gun-carrying bodyguards at home, so the police and security personnel must carry the burden. One cop told me he was stuck there all afternoon and all night, unless he came up on the lotto, and then they could all go to hell. For cast, crew and watching public, giant reminders, lest they forget, of the purpose of the occasion, the Academy Awards. The actual gold-plated statuette is just 13.5 inches tall, retail value £250, but worth perhaps tens of millions in future contracts to the recipients. The Oscar trail for the film My Left Foot began in February of this year, when the film received 5 nominations.
Charles Gordon, producers. My Left Foot, Noel Pearson, producer.
We're up against some very good films, like The 4th of July with Tom Cruise, like Kenneth Branagh. I don't know, it's in the lap of the gods.
We never dreamt it would do well in the States, because that in itself was quite a, the odds were against it, having any kind of a life over there. So when it began to work over there, that in itself was extraordinary. So this is something else.
2 days before the Oscar ceremony, and while the preparations are made for the glitzy show, cast and crew members of My Left Foot wonder if any of the 5 different nominations will win out on the night. The flowers and carpeting for the Oscar show cost £300,000 more than the entire budget for the Irish film, a midget production in a world of multi-million-dollar giants. For 2 days, the movie fans have been camping out for the best vantage points. Oscar day, 2.5 hours before the show, Noel Pearson sets off for the ceremony.
How are you feeling, Noel?
Grand.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wish it was all over, you know.
Feeling nervous?
Yeah, no.
Brenda Fricker leaves with friends and supporters.
All of them. All of them. How are you feeling, Brenda?
I'm feeling, getting a bit nervous now. I've been very cool all day. What?
You can stay 1 place.
Neil.
You can talk to me.
Oh, I thought you wanted to kneel.
Are you very nervous?
Not very, no, not yet, but I'm sure I will be in half an hour's time.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, I am. It's an adventure. It's an adventure.
How do you feel your chances are?
I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue. I hope the film wins 1. That's the important thing, to bring one back home to Ireland, you know.
Outside the hotel in the California sunshine stands the hallmark of the very important person, the chauffeur-driven stretch limousine. 500 of these cars will convey the guests to downtown Los Angeles, where 900 journalists and camera crews from around the world wait to see the arrivals. In a Beverly Hills house, the production crew watched the coast-to-coast 4-hour television broadcast. Could the Irish film possibly win an Oscar? In Ardmore Studios back home, more production staff and friends also watch and wonder. Then came the big moment.
The Oscar goes to Brenda Fricker in My Left Foot.
In the Beverly Hills Hotel after the ceremony, friends and well-wishers greet the arrival of the victorious Irish.
I am speechless. I am absolutely... Oh God, I wish he was here. He's in a kennel. Oh God, I'm so ashamed. No, I can't think of anything to say at all. Except I'm very proud to be Irish.
International celebrities had gathered to lend their congratulations and share in the joy of the night.
How strong are you? You don't know these things.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much indeed.
How do you feel?
I feel wrecked. I feel like I've been in a major road accident.
Well, they're cheering at home in Dublin for you.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Were you genuinely surprised?
No, the truth is that I suppose your ears are just expecting to hear anyone else's name but your own. And when I heard my own, I think someone had to push me out of the chair because all the blood just drained out of me, you know. She felt quite overwhelmed.
Here it is. Mr. Oscar.
How do you feel, Brenda?
I feel. What do I feel? What do I really feel? I feel very confused. I feel elated. I feel hyped up. I feel shocked. I feel inarticulate, which is probably showing. That's about it.
Did you, in your wildest dreams?
No. Never. My legs wouldn't work to be out of the seat when they said my name, you know. I was as cool as cucumber sitting there because I knew I was not going to win. And they said my name and I thought, oh, that name sounds familiar, like, oh, God, it's me, you know. So it's great. It's a great night to be Irish. 2 Oscars for Ireland.